What it do, family? It's your girl Toot, and I am back with another video. Shout out to the squad. I love y'all. I appreciate you all for coming back and tuning in. Listen, we on the road to 100K, so please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Heavy on the subscribe. And also, check your subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when we update these apps and stuff, you think you subscribe and you're not. So check your button. And if you're not subscribed, smash that button. Listen, you guys, we're about to get into this Kelsey Nicole interview. Now, it's been 4 years since she spoke on anything. You know, she went to court and didn't speak or whatever, but she is speaking 4 years later. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm coming in here very, very unimpressed. You see what I'm saying? Before we get into this video, also, if you really want to see the breakdown in its complete entirety of this Tory Lanez trial, all you have to do is scroll down and go to the playlist in the news, and I have the whole everything when it comes down to Tory, Megan, Kelsey, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I also explain very thoroughly that Tory did not get locked up for Megan Thee Stallion. Tory got locked up for something completely different, but people need a scapegoat, and that's just who they blame. But yeah, if you want to catch up on that, check those videos out, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. They're very, very informative, and it's very good, you know what I mean? We're about to get into her, though. Now, as you know, Kelsey did take the stand, and she pled the fifth to everything. It has been put out there that Tory Lanez also paid for her court costs and things, and people just did not understand why she didn't say nothing. My whole thing was I didn't understand why people could be mad at Megan and not her. I'm going to be real. Because everybody was saying she was the alleged shooter. So you let the alleged shooter come on a stand, not say nothing, send you up the road 10 years, and you just feel like, you know what I mean, it was a code you had to protect to not say nothing. It's very weird. So I'm very, very interested to see what she's going to say. So without further ado, we about to slide right into this video. Let's get into this video. I do not know how long this video is, you know what I mean, or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through it. And then if I have to break it up in parts, I definitely would do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Danza. Just one of the many faces of the machine known as the Danza Project. Please do me a favor. If you rock with us, hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn those notifications on. We appreciate you. Salute. This is episode number 164.
Hello.
Now, a lot of times we've had moments that have just been absolutely incredible, right? There's the moments in this, you know, I'm not even telling the people who's here yet, right? There's the moments.
Well, we know, so we're going to go
on. It was
up.
the maybe up, and I had this gab, and then guest after guest, and it's just like, you know what? It's validating what we got going on here. You know, having these guests up here, and what a gift is gonna be patient. Great comment. I say this. What up?
Look, there's no disrespect to this gentleman, but
Hello.
I want to get into it.
No, for real though, congratulations on, you know, y'all's podcast. You know, it takes a lot to pull an idea out of your head and just make it come to life. You know what I'm saying? So that's big. And
Thank you.
you know, I did my research. I looked into y'all, and I liked what I seen. You guys, you're not aggressive. You're not thrashing people for real. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that's what really made me say yes. And it took a lot for me to do that because I don't.
I'm not going to lie. I wish you would have went on Club Shay Shay and on forums that's going to ask her the hard questions. Now, I'm hoping they do this. But in any attempts that they don't, that's why I really I want the questions to be asked that needs to be asked.
Do this type of stuff.
It's been a while.
You know how many people hit me up? Like,
I'm sure.
Rolling Stone, like, people hit me up. They want to talk to me, but
I'm sure.
it takes a lot.
Yes, and we are super grateful to have you just for that reason as well. It's like you said, it's a little bit of confirmation, you know. It's about the work that we legitimately put in because it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always this caliber of guests. You know, it's an honor to have somebody like yourself in this space, in our round table, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In our home, literally. So
Well,
dope.
I appreciate y'all, and I'm excited to see where this goes. And shit.
You know what it is for us? I felt we took the long way.
Yeah.
We avoided having those conversations where I don't understand how somebody could say, hey, come to my studio, come to my home, let's have a conversation, but then trash that person or try to like get under their skin or humiliate them.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Because when I have people come over and I'm doing interviews and I'm just collabing with people, I'm inviting them into my home. So you got to have a certain type of energy to even allow me to do that. So respect to him, because I feel like everybody deserve empathy. You know what I'm saying? When a person come on your platform. So I agree with that 100%.
Right.
You know, like for what? What kind of journalism, what kind of conversation, what kind of human being do you have to be to do that? And I understand that a lot of people are clout based, right? We live in a world where more people just want to be cool than want to be real.
Exactly.
You know, and for me, I think that was the most comfortable thing for me coming into this space is like, you know what? I'm going to go up there, I'm going to turn those lights on and I'm going to be me. And if they like me for it, cool. If they hate me for it, cool. I don't mind when people hate me. I'm completely okay with that. That's been pretty obvious.
I've learned
I've learned that people gonna hate you regardless. Like
Facts.
you can be doing all the right things, and they still gonna find something to pick apart.
Nitpick.
Yeah, so it's like,
Especially that comment section. Boy,
oh Lord,
they
I
still
had
got
to
that petty.
learn how to not put my head so much into the comments.
Right. Just not even look at it.
Got hacked over there.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. You can see her heart beating fast as hell. Y'all see her heart? Her junk beating fast as I don't know where. You could tell that she nervous because what she's saying today is crazy. Now, what I want to know for the people that got law behind them, what is this going to do to Tory's appeal? Is this going to be a problem for his appeal? Because he is now appealing the case again, and her speaking. Will that hurt? Is what I want to know.
God damn. But now that comment section, you know, the internet, I don't know, it's like, and then these trolls these days, it's people that get behind the computers and they just troll you. And I'll go look at, somebody will say something crazy about me, right? And I'm typing, I'm ready to talk my shit. And then I'm like, now let me go look at your page real quick. And I'm like,
There
bitch,
you go.
They got
who
nothing
the fuck
going
are
on.
you? I wanted to take a picture, put them on my story and be like, this bitch got the nerve to say this about me. Ain't got shit going on.
14 followers, 0 posts.
Nothing.
You know.
Nothing going on.
All you finna do is make their day. That's it.
That's it, and that's all they want.
That's all they want.
I ain't gonna lie, I recently had somebody, she pissed me all the way off. You know, she said something about my dad. And she caught herself, you know, my dad is deceased. And so she caught herself posting his head.
Red flag number one. When I was watching clips for this interview, it's a part in the clip where she too was, you know, singing Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Word for word. Now, you want women to have empathy of your deceased father, but that Bigfoot was also a song that highlighted about Megan's deceased mother. So this is what confuses me as women. Like, make it make sense somewhere. You feel me? But let's get into it.
Headstone, right? I don't play about shit like that. Yeah. So I did my research. Oh, you got a YouTube. Let me go to your YouTube. Oh, you go to this college. Bet. Let me write your college an email and let them know that you're trying to dox my dad's grave.
Right.
As soon as I did that shit,
goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Like, people gotta learn, like, y'all gotta stop playing with people. Right. Especially when you're showcasing all your business on the internet. I could find you for real if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the problem with people in general. They feel like some sort of, I don't even know what they feel. Like they feel like a king behind that keyboard or whatever they're typing on at that time. They feel like I'll be untouchable for the rest of my life. And it's always the same result as soon as they see somebody. You know, I was just playing.
Nah, we don't play like that. And, you know, it's a difference between somebody who's just trolling, you know, behind a fake account and somebody that's really doing this shit on their real account. And, you know, you have stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? This person was, I don't know what happened with her situation after I sent the email, but you are a nursing student and you want to risk that by trolling me on the internet playing with my dad's grave?
It's the fact that people
listen, I'm totally
like,
okay, by the way, using this as a lane to get her kicked out of the school all the way. Because I am an asshole, like I said. You know what I mean?
Look, you know, and I thought about, you know, I have a big heart. So even when people do me wrong or they say things, I feel bad later. So I was like laying in bed like, damn, did I have to write? You know, I went out the way. I called up there. I found what college she went to. They gave me the direct person to talk to. And I sent that email. But I was emotional because this is my deceased dad. One thing I don't do is, you know, I don't play with that area. I don't play with nobody's kids. But when you come from me, it's like all bets are off.
Yeah.
When you do stuff like that.
Right, facts.
You can say whatever you want about me. But when you talk about my child,
Stop
when you
playing.
talk about my dad.
The problem that I have with Kelsey, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just that sometimes, bro, it's like she's sometimes want to be the victim in a lot of situations. You know what I mean? I've been in friendships that didn't work out, and even to this day, there's certain friends that I don't speak to. You feel me? But there is nothing on this God green earth that would make me disrespect that friend, even if we're not cool anymore. If it was a moment of time to where we was once some people that cared about each other and blah, 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 even if we're not cool anymore, and I might not can stand your ass and vice versa, but it's just the fact that there's nothing in this world that would make me be this. Because while you're saying how you felt about your deceased father, I mean, you got to put yourself in the same shoes and think about you once had a friend that's going through it really badder than you, because I'm pretty sure it was only probably one person that doxed her. You dig what I'm saying? Like, honestly. So I can only just think about the things that Megan went through. And for you to be okay with a person who contributed to that, to me, that's it. I don't know, bro.
Dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, it's off limits.
Yeah, what I was saying is like people feel like there's no real repercussions for the things that they say. Like nobody's gonna hold them accountable. Everybody who got an Instagram got an email attached to that motherfucker. Everybody got a link tree with your business, your side business, your mom, dad, all these other people that you post on your page. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
And you giving game right now.
I
will find you.
I will find you. You know, there's kids on the internet behind these pages, and they do stuff like that. I'll tell them, okay, look, I'm going to send your page to my lawyer. They're going to find your parent, and they're going to tell your parent what you're doing on the internet. Oh, I'm just a kid. You know, I've literally been through this where they have swarmed my business pages, just saying crazy shit. Not just if it's a kid, I'll say something along those lines. Scare their ass. I'm just a kid. I was just playing. No, I'm finna get to your mama, and I'm gonna tell them what you doing on this internet.
Play now.
Yeah, it's probably a grown-ass kid, too, because there's a lot of people that be trolling on the net.
And also, too, I just want to say it before they get into it. A lot of people, I've seen some comments, and I just want to do this. People, too, why you don't feel like she did Megan wrong? I'm going to tell you why I don't think she did Megan wrong. Because, honestly, for it to be a betrayal, it had to consist of something. Kelsey and Tori was never together. Can we put this shit out here? Because we got this narrative going on that Megan, like, boned Kelsey's man. Tori said it. Everyone has said it. You know what I'm saying? Kelsey and Tori was never in a relationship. Let's make that very, very clear. When this trial first started, Kelsey had a baby, which means she was kicking with somebody prior to Tori. You feel what I mean? So there was no relationship. You dig what I mean? This was just a situation of people who was just boning everybody. But yeah, when y'all be saying that, I'm confused by that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm so confused by that. Y'all gotta enlighten me in the comment, but keep going.
In these fake pages nowadays, like there's so many fake pages. I used to look right, like to see who's like watching, and you see these fake pages, and I'll post something new. I'll turn over real quick and look at my girl's phone. You know what I mean? See what account you looking at? You know what I mean?
Just in case.
But it is a lot of people have fake accounts. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people use that to be able to send messages. And I mean, we're on YouTube, so this is the part that's the worst for me because I'm a troll.
Let me find out you was trolling me.
Our comment section on YouTube, they don't got like a real like profile attached to it. So I want to do that too. I'll click it and I'm like, ooh,
so you can't even really
look.
I'm about to make. It's like I'm gonna make you spend the next 5 hours thinking of me. This is what's gonna happen because you can't even put your name or a photo behind what you do. You're literally sitting on another man's page and trying to get my attention. You got it now, and I'm gonna make you think about me for the next few hours. So your parents are not gonna be able to have a good conversation with you.
Yep.
Your girl's gonna hate you more unless you're gay. You got a boyfriend. I don't know how you operate. You know what I mean? And then they get so mad and they'll message me for a few hours, and I'm like, thanks for all the comments and boosting the algorithm.
No, I will say that aggravates the hell out of me. When people are not their authentic selves behind profiles. It's just like if you're gonna say something with your chest and you're gonna stand on how you truly feel, I feel like you should be woman enough to just show yourself, or man enough to just show yourself. Like, I don't feel like it should be one of those type of things. And even if you don't feel like showing the world yourself, like, hit me and be like, yo, bro, like, what are you being on? Just let me know so I can, because sometimes people get blamed for things they don't even be aware that they're doing. You feel me? And it's just like, don't do that shit.
Yeah, loser. Appreciate you.
You heard?
Loser.
But Kelsey, what I want to start this conversation off with, even though we started the conversation off, right, is let the people know who you are. You know what I mean? Where you're from. Like,
Yeah, just
like let them see who you are. Because a lot of people have opinions, but the truth is none of us truly know what the media can't tell us who you are.
Right.
Only you could tell us who you are.
Yeah, and that's true. And, you know, there's only so much. I've also had to learn, like, I'm a very private person. So it's only so much people know about me. They just form this speculation based off of what is out there already, or maybe how I responded to something. So I feel like they misunderstand who I am because I just haven't let them
Not the full
into
story.
me. Exactly. But, I mean, I'm a small town girl. I come from Victoria, Texas. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that. But
I'm not.
Exactly. It's a very small town. Not too many people make it up out of there.
Right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's from
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah, so y'all can look him up.
That's a good one.
He's from out there.
One for Victoria.
Look,
Okay.
hold on.
Victoria.
Victoria got some history. Bonnie and Clyde, they made their stop on their little run.
Ran through
They stole a car there, and we had it's like a historic restaurant, and they stopped there and they had dinner and went on about their way. So, like, put some respect on Victoria.
Victoria,
No,
okay.
but I'm a small town girl. Selfless. I would literally give you the shirt off my back. I'm a mother, very family-oriented person. And, I mean, I'm a hustler as well.
Hello.
Entrepreneur. So, I mean, I'm Kelsey.
What was it like growing up?
Growing up, I mean, first of all, I come from a home of single mom, 3 kids, all girls. I'm the oldest. We had our struggles.
Okay.
Especially
being the oldest, you got to endure things first.
Exactly.
And they reap the benefits.
Yeah, and so,
She's extremely nervous. You can see that she is. She beaten, boy.
mom, I also play like a mother figure to my sisters. You know what I'm saying? My mom was, like I said, she's a single mom, working all the time. So it was most of the time it's just me and my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we had our trials and tribulations, but I mean, we got through that shit, and that's kind of who made me who I am today. Going through what we went through, it just made me want to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? So,
How many siblings?
from my mom, I have 2 sisters. It's just 3 of us, but my dad, he got 7, 6 or 7.
We lost count. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Oh Lord. Yeah, I got I have an older brother. I got a little brother, and I have 2 other sisters from my dad.
Are any of them in the industry as well?
No, I'm the only one.
Are you the?
Shit, she ain't even in the industry, is she? I ain't even being funny, bro. I'm asking for real. Like, she ain't in the industry, is she?
Are you, being the firstborn? Are you also the black sheep?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Sorry,
And so,
but I just don't know nothing.
like
She
my
is
whole
good.
mission was to, like break generational curses, break that generational curse of poverty. And so I was on that mission, to make it in life and be able to put myself in a position where I can put my people in position.
Word.
That's literally like my ultimate goal. is just to, be content in that area.
Yeah, that's a good one. Can't knock that. We don't want that for themselves, especially for themselves and their family and their siblings.
Yeah, not because we went through like a lot. Homelessness, showering with cold water, just shit like that.
Yeah. Sugar water in the mayonnaise sandwich, all that, all that good stuff.
Not for real, like lining up at the food bank to get food and shit like.
Ashley, just so you know that Kelsey Nicole is supposed to have been the ex-best friend of Megan. She was the one who was in the car that night. You know what I'm saying? There's been a back and forth. Tori had been the one that did that, or her. You know what I'm saying? She pretty much didn't testify in court. She pled the fifth, got immunity, and this is the first time that she's speaking out about everything after 4 years. So we're all tuned in because we're very intrigued on what she's got to say. I know I am.
Like that. So when I turned 17 or 16, when I was able to get my first job, like that was everything. Because now I'm able to help get school clothes for my sisters, provide exactly.
What was your first job?
My first job was Aeropostale.
Ah.
Yeah. And see,
Okay.
I felt like that they wouldn't let me in had I not had a connect. I had a family member who knew somebody in Aeropostale, so they got me in. That wasn't really my lane. I didn't have when you work at Aeropostale at that time, you had to wear certain clothes. Yep. You had to look a certain way. It's really people who come from good families that work in those type of, retail stores. So, I was able to get in there. It was different for me. It was kind of uncomfortable because I knew that this was not my area. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to ask you, did they treat you different? Like they put you in the back and shit? Like,
no, honestly, my work ethic speaks for itself. So when I get in a position, I make people not regret putting me in that position. So I was a great employee, and every job I've ever had, great employee.
I bet you got one employer that regret putting your ass in a position.
And okay, so 16 Aeropostale. How did you make the jump into the industry and entertainment?
I'm so sorry. I
so
couldn't
my
help
dad,
you. I'm silly,
he
y'all.
was a music artist.
Okay.
Very, I would say, influential. Where we come from, like I said, I'm from Victoria, Texas, which is like 2 hours from Houston. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with like the culture in Houston, the underground
right now
artists.
we get through the gibberish. She haven't got into anything yet. We're in Victoria still.
You got Lil Kiki, and these are all legends to us where we come from. So he was actually bridging that gap from Houston to Victoria, doing shows, throwing events in Victoria, bringing these people down the road. Just putting our town on the map when it comes to having access to these legends, these people that we consider legends.
Wow.
So that's how I got into the industry. Growing up, he would take us to car shows. We would see these artists, his events, slanging CDs in middle school, his CDs and shit like that. So when he passed away, I pretty much continued his legacy.
Wow. That's a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
So when you say single mother, right? Because I grew up in a household with a single mother as well, right?
She's still married. Isn't she still married?
But my dad,
talk about that.
I'd probably say, I don't know, maybe he lasted till I was like 6 years old around the household, where like maybe he wasn't there every single day. But what was it like in your home? Was your dad around for a short period of time, or was it just...
My dad had also went to prison at a time, and there's only one time I could really remember where he came home to us. He paroled home to us, and he tried to make it, become a family. So there was only one time I can remember him being under the same roof as us, and that probably lasted a couple of months before he got back to doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I honestly, there's only one time I can really remember, but he was involved.
I understand. I respect the Danza Project for giving her grace, because everybody who come on your platform deserve that. But I'm not really interested in all of the background. We know she's from Victoria. That was good to know. When her being a mother, but let's be real. We're here for a reason, okay? And whether you like to believe it or not, you're intertwined with a man who's serving 10 years. Okay? So we don't really get no goddamn fucks about no Victoria. What we want to know is what happened that night. Because you got a woman that's getting crucified online. You got a man that's behind bars. And you're the only person that's been quiet. So excuse me if I don't have any type of motherfucking emotions toward Victoria and what the hell you was doing before now. You know what I'm saying? All I know is we got 2 successful people that's hung up in the goddamn because of you. Now I want to know. I mean, somebody help me. I mean, like, damn, bro.
Again, you know, he would come pick us up and go out and we'll do things, but nah, he wasn't in the household for real.
Yeah, it's. I feel like, you know, I'm. You know, now you're a mother.
Yes.
And I'm a father. I'm so worried about not being around.
And I want to see. I think you should do a DNA test on your son, for real. Because I wish you would have let me interview you, Kelsey. I swear to God, because I would have asked you to bring the DNA to that little boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I'm a smart person. And I'm putting a lot of shit together, but I wish the Danza Project would just speed this up.
You know,
shit,
parents really didn't have access
to
all the knowledge that's out there and the information that's out there now about what it does to the children.
Household and to the child, right.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really good... I always there's battles that I have, like, if my dad was around, how would that have played out? How would that played out for me, right? But I don't know. I think my mother did a really great job at raising us. So I don't know if I missed out on anything.
I respect the podcasters too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really don't know that. I guess because I didn't have it, so I don't know.
How could you, right? Like,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you see, there were times where I would see people, you know, they have their mom and dad at their games, or, you know, like the father-daughter dance type of thing. And, you know, those things did bother me. It's like, I wish I could have had that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Those
like,
little moments.
Share those moments, right? How would that had affected me? But I don't know. I don't know if I could be like a different person if I had him there every day.
So who do you credit for who you've become today? For how you are?
Well, first of all, we gotta credit God and
Hello.
everything.
Okay.
you gotta credit God and everything. I mean,
You guys,
he
I'm
is
gonna
our
speed
creator.
just a little bit. I'm gonna skip a little bit.
And I feel like honor him a lot. He's here.
Shout out to God. Shout out to Mom.
Right. I was watching
Shout
a
out to
clip.
my mother.
I was watching a clip the other day, the guy from Impractical Jokers, and he was talking about how you could tell he was getting emotional, and he was talking about, you know, you have these moments in your life and you want to shoot that phone call out and, you know, be grateful that you still have your parents around if you do, because I don't know what I'm going to do right now. Like, he was in a space where, like, who do I call? Right?
Yeah.
Like, this is the person I want to speak to. And it killed me because I'm thinking, like, you know, I'm so busy in this space and being a father and trying to make sure that I'm doing the right thing as a parent, that I'm not sitting there calling my mother as much as I should when she was also that for me. She was the rock. Like, I don't know if I'm okay without my mother.
Yo,
If
Ari,
my mother will call me all the time and say, you know, she's always worried because she was a single mother. Like, did I do the right thing? Like, do you have any anger towards me or anything like that? She literally asked me that question. And I'm always like, Mom, what's wrong with you? Why in the world would I
love you, Mom.
You did what wrong? You know what I mean? You were Superwoman. You know what I mean? Like, I've watched her, like, we as 5 kids forced my mom to eat. You know, we literally forced her to eat because she refused to eat because there wasn't enough food for the 5 of us. You know what I mean? And so I always try to say, like, you know, like, you are a Superwoman, but then am I really treating her like she's Superwoman?
Right.
You know, so it's tough because you obviously I want to be Superman. You know what I mean? Yeah. And there's stuff that I am missing out on. And that's something that I could own up to. I feel like I don't call her enough as I should, because I can't imagine my kid's not calling me. I don't care how old I am. If I'm in a wheelchair, because we know I got a bad back, I'll wheel over there and whoop their little asses. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Going back made me realize, like, hey, you need to check on your people, call them, reach out. So I remember being on Facebook and something just told me, you know, just message him. You know, I typed his name on Facebook. I don't know why I didn't text him. I just typed, like he had, like, I guess he kept changing his number. Whatever. But I was typing his name to message him and I deleted it. And I said, man, hell no. He needs to reach out to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the stubbornness.
That's actually really common for a daddy-daughter situation.
Yeah. I was like,
You know what's so crazy? Like earlier today, we did talk on Sister Sunday about like those friends. I just noticed when we first came into this whole video with her, I mean, she highlighted, you know, somebody really, really, you know what I'm saying, hurting her feelings because they talked about her deceased father. When she knows what's been going on with this other girl's deceased mother. And you remember how I told you, you know, you can call your friends and they'll try to one you up. And it's like, this is what she's doing right now. I mean, regardless of the fact if you don't like Megan anymore, I mean, you know, she went through the same experience and it's just blowing me. You know what I'm saying? That you're victimizing yourself, but then you rapping a verse of somebody who did the same shit to somebody. That's really irking my damn soul so bad right now.
it's like, nah, he needs to reach out to me. And so like 3 a.m, I got a call.
Pissing me off.
And it was like, your dad died.
Oh, okay.
It was like, did you hear what happened? I'm like, no, it's 3 a.m. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, you know, your dad. And I'm like, my dad. And so, yeah, I think it's very important for you to like call your people, check on them. I make sure I talk to my mama every day. I talk to her every day, Granny. Make sure you check on your grandparents.
Well, I ain't even trying to be funny. Did you talk to your mama that night? And the reason why I'm asking, because maybe she should be here. Because, see, right now, this is pissing me off, y'all. This interview is pissing me off, bro.
Whoever you still have here, call them, talk to them. They might be going through stuff, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
But I think I was like 19, 20, 21. I don't even know when he passed away. So I was still young and still had, you know, chip on my shoulder and just,
Of course.
you know, stubborn. And but now I do try to preach, and it is important, like, that you stay connected with your family, no matter what. You know, family is family.
Yeah.
You gotta let go of that petty shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts. Time is limited. It really, really is.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That's powerful.
Yeah. No, it's that's like one of those things people don't really. It's like overlooked, the importance of calling, even send a text.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. My mom's working on me now. She say, you know, it'd be person. Don't just go in the day, like you were saying. Those moments, a chance.
I do wish, you know, like, you know, with everything that I'm going through, y'all know what I'm going through in front of everybody, public, you know, just on a large scale. I do wish, you know, I've had thoughts like, damn, right now would be the perfect time to get this advice from my dad, because he was in the industry. You know what I'm saying? He knows about music. He knows about how to handle certain situations when it comes to, navigate through this type of stuff. You know, I can't really.
I just want y'all to pay attention to certain shit, because like I'm really, really trying to be open-minded with her, because there were just things that I really want to understand. Like, honestly, even though she's pissing me off, there's things, but listen to this. Listen to the conversations. I'm going to be honest. I knew nothing about Kelsey. You did? But you notice that she's highlighting it was her father who got her into this industry. I want y'all to keep in mind, because sometimes we friends with the same type of people. Now, I'm not saying that Meg was a saint, because I know she probably wasn't. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is I want y'all to pay attention to certain things that she's saying and highlighting. She's gonna do everything in the world to not get this girl no flowers for even being introduced to a Tory Lanez. I didn't know nothing about no Kelsey. But she's trying to make it a point to let her know, or let us know, that it was her father who had got her in the industry. It was her father that gave her the motion and things like that. And it's just certain things that's bothersome, but we're going to keep watching and see where this goes.
Really ask my mom about this type of stuff, because she doesn't know, you know. So yeah, no, I have times where I'm like, damn, I wish I could call him. He probably would have said, Kelsey, now you need to do this like this. You need to say, you know what I'm saying?
But you know, it's the same old thing. It's the gift and the curse.
Yeah.
Because you don't necessarily have that to lean on or to pull from, it's made you stronger. It's forced you to figure it out on your own.
Have
like,
to figure it out,
all right, big girl boots, let's go. It's time to show up, time to show out. Let's do it for dad.
Right, because how can you learn if you've never been through something? You know what I'm saying?
Gotta jump out there.
Now, but
Exactly.
My father passed last year, so I know exactly how you feel.
I am so sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry for yours as well. But so because you know when your father passes, I'm not sure exactly how much your father's in your life, but that's like your Superman.
Yeah. Nah, he took.
That could be true, Lorna. That's what I'm saying. I ain't never heard of her, and it's quite possible. What was her dad's name? You feel me?
Even though he wasn't there today, like, nah,
You know what I'm saying?
we had a relationship.
I probably know
He
more
was
about her dad.
Cool as hell. We thought he was, like I said, to us, especially in Victoria, he was a celebrity out there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm serious. You know,
Connected.
you don't have to be known worldwide for somebody to consider you this celebrity. He was very influential in our city. I remember us having autograph signings at Hastings, and the line will be out the door. You can go down there today and play his music, and the whole crowd gonna sing.
Exactly.
So you know, he was, you know, we looked up to him for like he was the truth.
I know exactly.
You
how
know?
feel. Yeah. And in your eyes, Superman can't die, right? So
Right.
when Superman does die, that shit fuck you up.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, it was. Whew.
Here's how you know that daddy is Superman, right? For every woman. I mean, and he's getting that little ass whipped. You know what I mean?
So last thing though, but the fact that you can really think to yourself, what would my father do or what would he say? That means he's always with you.
Most definitely. And, you know, he actually was somebody who loved getting on like Facebook Live and stuff. So I can go back to his Facebook page, and he was somebody who was always dropping gems and, you know what I'm saying, giving advice. So I'll go back to his page and find a video where he's giving advice, and I'll, you know, just take it in that way. So he's definitely left us with stuff that we can go back to and just, you know.
That's amazing. To be able to document these moments, I think about that with podcasting. My son's always going to be able to see me. Wow. You know what I mean? He's always going to be able to say, well, this is who daddy was. Daddy's kind of crazy, but this is who daddy was.
Yeah.
You know, and to be able to, you know, like that's what we all want. We just want that moment.
Kelsey's father was 50 pack. That's who was said that her dad is 50 pack. Let me see. Born red, yeah, it's just 50 pack. I never heard of him or whatever. But like you said, he could have been an icon in Texas.
To be able to reach back, to remember. And it'll make us emotional. There's no doubt about it, right? Every time I'm sure you watch a video, it's just like a little bit, like you quiver a little bit. But that's what makes, that means you can remember. It means you can still feel it. You can still feel their presence.
There's
you know,
always a reminder there, like, honest, like his legacy, like it has not died. So he's definitely, I always feel his presence, always. But yeah.
By the way, if you're watching, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you turn the notifications on. I don't say that enough during our podcast because I genuinely enjoy these conversations. You know what I mean? And then there's people that's always like, why don't you reach out to the people more, talk to them? You know, like tell them to like and follow. You remind us there in that. Shout out to our sponsor. Well, because if you really look at us.
Ain't doing no alcohol, none of that. Give me the water.
And pass me the hookah.
And pass me the hookah, please.
So as a child, what were your dreams? Like, what did you aspire to be? Or who did you aspire to be?
Honestly, I didn't. I had dreams of becoming a lawyer. I didn't really aspire to be like anybody. My ultimate, like I said, my ultimate goal was just to break the generational curse of poverty. It wasn't about, oh, I want to be like this person or I want to be like that person, you know? So, I mean, I to be honest, I ain't aspire to be nobody but a better version of myself.
nobody but a better version of myself at that young though.
No, yes, we went through so much that's all, you know.
Know what you need
That's
to do.
exactly. When I got, like I said, when I got my first job, it was help the family. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really have anybody I wanted to be like or aspire to be like.
That's actually pretty dope. It's a different perspective than what you hear most people say. It's like there's always this person or that person, this person. To be able to identify so young, I personally like the story of the child that navigates through the hood more, right? Like I grew up in the hood and very different. To be fucked up a little bit. 10 years of life is that everything. Like you
Never know. Oh, you ain't expecting no company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like what you knocking at my door for? Oh, you the landlord? Don't open. Don't open the door.
Nobody's home.
They're definitely not allowed. Yeah.
Don't open the door. But you know, I'm grateful though for the things that I went through in life. You know what I'm saying? I feel like had I had it the easy route, I wouldn't be as sharp, you know, as I am. I wouldn't have had the work ethic I had. You know what I'm saying? So now I appreciate the struggle for sure.
The life is what I'm living. You know, like it's just that it's shock and it's I don't think there was a bigger story in the news the past few years, unless we're talking about Young Thug, right? Like there hasn't been a bigger story in the news. And so like as I get to know you, I'm like, okay, you know, like this is the human part of you that most people, they could never see. Yeah. So you haven't spoken to the world in years.
I sure haven't. I haven't. And, you know, it took a lot for me to come and do this. You know what I'm saying? Part of that is I wanted to be sure when I did speak that I wasn't speaking from a place of anger.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.